I created Species Nutrition with one mission in mind: to provide bodybuilders and serious athletes with no-nonsense supplements that work. I put my name and reputation on every bottle of Species Nutrition products. If you want to be your absolute best, join the evolution.
And welcome back to the Midday Muscle. I'm Tyler. This is Chris Cormier on my shirt. Let's get into it. And why don't we just get started with a nice new update from Samson Dauda. We've seen a handful of these check-in videos filter out of Samson's camp over the last month to a month and a half. And even if you're in the handful of people out there who are Samson haters, it might be hard to come away from these not having some degree of appreciation for what we're seeing from the reigning Arnold Classic champ. As the layers have slowly started to peel off and more details begin to creep through, it really drives home how insane his rate of year-over-year progress has been. It's hard to remember now, but to the best of our recollection, we don't remember anyone talking about him as a potential top 3 finisher at this point last year, which just goes to show you how fast things can change in whatever we're calling this era of bodybuilding. But if the predictions about him being a future champ from the Jay Cutlers of the world are anywhere close to being true, then a top 3 finish for him this year would definitely be a big step in that direction. Next up, some big news from Breon Ansley. Following a recent interview from the former 2-time Classic champ about what his future plans might be. Now, as I'm sure many of you know, Breon's future has been the cause of a lot of speculation as of late after the new division rules were announced. It led to some pretty valid questions about whether he would continue down his path into 212 or if he's going to pivot and move back to Classic now that he had 7 more pounds on the scale to play with. At least for the moment, he seems to be pretty non-committal on the whole thing. It says that he's, quote, still contemplating what his next steps are. Honestly, just based on the tone of the interview, it feels like he's probably going to keep moving forward with the 212 at this point. But I guess until we hear a definitive answer as to one way or the other, we'll just have to sit and wait and see mode. And now, a few more Classic Physique updates for you today ahead of this weekend's Texas Pro. We'll start with most people's pre-show favorite, Logan Franklin, who's set to make his first trip back to a bodybuilding stage in nearly 18 months. Logan's been at the helm of his own prep throughout this entire process, and based on what we've seen him put out over the last few weeks, he looks like he's dotted all the I's and crossed all T's to put himself in the best possible position to hit the ground running here. As one of the taller guys in the division, I'm not sure how much the new rule changes impacted his strategy here, given that they would have come pretty late in the game. But I'm guessing that having some room to play with can't hurt, especially if he's already suffering to get down under the cap beforehand. When Logan's got it all working, he's shown flashes of being one of the best guys in the division at times in the past. So if he can rise to the occasion and deliver the goods, this could end up being a golden opportunity for him. Now, if there is one guy that could throw a curveball to throw Logan off the path to top spot here, it's probably Robert TIMMS, who's stuck in way under the radar here as a late addition to the final roster. We could be wrong, but as far as I know, the last time we got an actual physique update from Robert's camp was back in the early spring. And for the most part, he's been totally off the grid in terms of social media presence. If you can remember back to the last time he competed at the Texas Pro, which was actually the last time he and Logan squared off, it was Robert who ended up winning and getting the better of that exchange. So if he comes back after this long layoff with a few more bullets in the chamber, this could be one of those times where we end up seeing history repeat itself. And that's one more Midday Muscle in the books. Thanks for still watching. Take it easy.